Good evening, everyone. I've been a long suspect of Dan Bongino, and if you don't know who he is, then don't worry about this video. But just as a quick recap, Dan Bongino is a former Clinton bodyguard who apparently is fighting for the American patriots and Trump supporters across the world and whatnot. Is very against the liberal politicians and has his own show and has launched an alternative to Twitter, which is called Parlay or Parler. And I just wanted to point out that I have been long suspicious of this man specifically because he is a former Clinton employee. Apparently he was a bodyguard, and he's very outspoken against them. And the problem I have with him is that he's outspoken against them and he's still alive. Because as we all know, the Clinton body bag archived list is long and lengthy and leaves a trail of dead that could probably span the globe a few times over. So, Code Monkey Z is this guy here. I'm just gonna scroll to the top of his Twitter right now. He is a guy who's super important. He was an 8 Kuhn administration person, and he's been fighting the good fight for a long time. So I think, I'll be honest with you, I really don't know much about him either because I'm not really big up on that stuff either. But anyway, he's in a bit of a Twitter war with Dan Bongino because apparently he had an account with Parlay verified, and so he wanted to cast complete transparency on Dan Bongino and the rest of the really worrying behavior and requests from Parlay when you get verified. Apparently, they're asking for a scan of your driver's license, your passport, or your SIN number, your social insurance number. Now, I had a very, very brief account with Parlay a while ago, and apparently I was locked out sometime in September or August. I was using it at the time because a lot of people were talking about it, and I think I posted like a collection of maybe 10 comments or whatever on there, and then started to really lose interest because to be honest with you, I had a problem with Dan Bongino. And the more I used it, the more I just felt very uncomfortable about using a platform that he had anything to do with. And so I find it very interesting that all this stuff is coming to light, and it finally, you know how like there's a lot of people. I don't know if you've ever been labeled a conspiracy theorist or paranoid or whatever, and you may or may not have experienced lately that people are starting to come to you and say, okay, what the heck is going on? Because obviously I haven't been seeing the world as it truly is, and maybe you have because you've been talking about some conspiracy stuff for a long time, and maybe you can help me figure out what's going on. Now, I'll be honest with you, nothing like that has happened to me at all. I've cut off, not because I don't like people, but because I'm an introvert and my family comes first. I know it's hard to believe I'm an introvert, but I actually am. And by introvert, what I mean is like, I'm not shy or anything. It's if I have nothing genuine to talk about with you, I just won't bother. I'm not big on small talk, and most of what I do want to talk about would probably blow people's minds, as you can well see, because you are watching my channel and it's full of stuff that people would think is wacky or crazy or freaky or whatever. So anyway, all that to say, I basically, this is my version of the, confirmation of the stuff that people have called you paranoid for or a conspiracy theorist for. So I know that personally I've come out in the comment section to Starship Earth Big Picture, which is a website. I know I've talked about them quite a lot on this channel. I do send them a lot of information. And I have questioned Dan Bongino many, many times in the comment section, just like, I don't understand why we're giving this guy so much credence. It doesn't make sense to me. And nobody's really given me an answer for that. And, I question everything, basically. And I will say, while I'm kind of on this tangent, that the people that I do sort of suggest that you guys go and check out, like Rebecca Barron, Becky Barron from Find the Light RB YouTube channel, Starship Earth Big Picture, and or the Oracle Report. I don't align 100% with anything anybody says. I pick and choose bits and pieces. And that said, those three resources I do find very interesting, and I find it very fun to keep up with what they're talking about. But I will say that I don't align completely with them. And as far as Starship Earth Big Picture goes, I really enjoy contributing to them. But there's quite a few people that they support that I do not support at all. And I'm not really going to get into that right now, because it's kind of beside the point. And ultimately, also what I want to say is that, we are all, feeling our way through these times as individuals. And I'm just, I will give suggestions of interesting places to find interesting information. But at the end of the day, if it doesn't align with you, then don't worry about it. It's not for you. There's not one path for all of us, where everyone's kind of making their way through all this on their own. And I'm not saying that to make you feel lonely or to make you feel like you don't know what's going on or whatever. But I have come to realize over the years that what I see and hear and feel, nobody else does. It's so completely unique for me, and so it can only be mine. And I feel that is true for all of us. So what I do like to say, and I actually have people in my actual life now, thanks to COVID, believe it or not, my life has become so much more fulfilled. I actually have friends in my real life now who I can talk to about all this stuff, like no holds barred. All my crazy stuff comes out, and they're just like, "Oh yeah, we're sipping coffee in the park," kind of thing. It is so cool. I love it, and we're all neighbors. I don't even have to go very far to meet up with these people. It's so great. I love it. Anyway, all I have to say is, we're all doing our thing, and we're all feeling our own way through this. This is a very personal relationship with God. That's what I think. This is kind of where I'm getting to, is I do believe in God, and we're all making our way back to the tree of life, or to our families, or to our homes, or just to heaven, or wherever it is we're going. It's such an individual thing. And so, not everybody shares my unbridled love for Trump, and that's okay. They don't have to. I think he's great. I think he's a wonderful person, warts and all. I have no real problem with him whatsoever. I think he's incredibly intelligent, and I enjoy watching him make everyone squirm by saying very uncomfortable things and doing things in his own style. I think it's really cool. I wish I was that much of a martial arts Jedi master, but I'm not. I'm much more direct. I can't play the stuff that he plays the way he plays it, because that's just not how I'm built. But it doesn't mean I don't appreciate it. And for those of you out there who balk at my support and admiration of him, go for it. I don't really care. I still think you're awesome too. And I hope that at the end of the day, you still think I'm awesome, despite you might not like some of the people that I think are great. So it really doesn't matter. It's about respect and about love and finding your own path, because that's it. That's what life is. It's know thyself. Be to thine own self be true. That is the key. To thine own self be true, and love. And that's it. And truth. 1, 2, 3. Be true, give love, and then another dose of truth at the end of the day. Right? It's a truth sandwich with love in the middle is basically what life is. So you can make a t-shirt out of that. I won't even charge you for it. I hope you wear it with pride. I hope you're having a great night. And I bid you farewell, and lots of love for me, and we'll talk real soon. Okay. Have a good one, and goodbye.